Welcome to the Dating After Divorce podcast. I'm your host, Shade Curry, and I believe every divorced woman deserves a romantic relationship where she feels safe, loved, and cherished. You can create the most amazing life after divorce, and I will teach you how. Hello, ladies. Welcome to episode 2. And we're talking today about the 3 simple steps to meeting the man of your dreams. I get it. You're probably saying, okay, meeting guys, dating after divorce is anything but simple. I have been there. I totally get it. But I'm going to show you today that the true process is actually simple. The problem is we have a ton of drama and a narrative that our brain, our thoughts, our emotions put on this process that make it challenging, make it more difficult. And my job as your coach is to help you untangle all of those thoughts, all of those emotions, and get you speeding along on the basic 3 simple steps to meeting the man of your dreams. So I'll start by giving an analogy that I really like about this process. I use the analogy of a hose. So a hose that you're using to water your plants or water your lawn. You plug one end in, or you screw one end into the faucet, and you turn on the water, and your hope is that water will come out on the other side of the garden hose. However, if your garden hose is all knotted up, squished, and there are kinks in it, and there are places where the water can't get through, when you turn the faucet on, you might get 1 drop or 2 drops of water, or you might not get any water coming out at all. So the 3 simple steps to meeting the man of your dreams is as simple as screwing that garden hose into the faucet and turning on the water and expecting water to come out on the other side. Everything else that we work on is the drama and the narrative, is all the kinks and all the twists and turns in the garden hose that keep the water from coming out. So, what are the 3 simple steps? The 3 simple steps are: 1, meet a large number of eligible men. 2, create fun and flirty connections when you interact with these men. And then 3, evaluate each man you connect with to see if he is a fit for you. Now, if you talk to anyone who's met the man of your dreams, ask them, do you think your journey fit into this process? The answer for any of those people will be yes. Short of being clubbed on the head and dragged into a cave, every match that has been made fits into someone meeting guys and then connecting with them, and then evaluating them for fit, deciding to make a connection or deciding to create a relationship. This is the process it takes to meet the man of your dreams. You just have to meet men, you have to create connections with them, and then you have to decide which of the men that you're meeting is a fit for you. Everything else is drama. Everything else is a narrative that your brain is using to keep you from engaging in this process in a powerful way. Your brain wants to keep you safe. It wants to keep you in your comfort zone. It wants to keep you sitting on your couch, watching Netflix with chocolate and a glass of wine in your hands for the rest of your life. It wants you hanging out with the same people, venting and complaining about all the men out there for the rest of your life. Why? Why isn't your brain helping you pursue this dream of creating the relationship of your dreams? Because your brain thinks safety means sitting in our houses and eating, building up more calories just in case the apocalypse happens and we don't have any food. So when you're able to see your journey to the relationship of your dreams as simple, you can then create a process around it that makes it happen for you. So let's talk about step 1. Meet a large number of eligible men. Yes, dating is a numbers game. However, those numbers will be different for everyone, right? You can raise the odds of the numbers that you have to go through by creating a dating strategy that works for you. So, one of the things that I help my clients do is get a lot of clarity around the type of men that they want to meet. Once you have a really clear idea who that person is, you can figure out where you need to go to meet large numbers of that type of guy. This is very different from just randomly walking into a grocery store and hoping that the man of your dreams comes up to you in the aisle. That can happen, right? Do not rule that out. However, if you are intentionally wanting to use the numbers game to meet a large number of eligible men, understanding that it's that simple can help you sit back and say, hey, how do I want to do this? Where can I go to meet large numbers of the type of guy that I would like to marry, right? So when I was dating, I used dating apps. I was on the dating apps, but I didn't limit myself to the dating apps because I realized that, okay, on the dating apps, it's kind of like people coming from everywhere. The numbers were there, which was amazing. But then I also realized that I had to sift through all of those numbers to find the kind of man that I was looking for. So I upped my strategy and decided to take a look at the kind of man that I was looking for. I had about 58 items on my list. And in a later episode, we'll talk about how to create the kind of list that really is effective in finding the type of guy that you're looking for. And I thought to myself, what kinds of places would this guy be hanging out at? Right. And I created a plan for myself that involved being in those spaces. And it wasn't in a hunter prey kind of way. They were spaces that I wanted to be in anyway. So I went to personal development conferences. I hung out in places where entrepreneurs hung out at because I was on that journey, right? I was on my own personal development journey. I was on my own entrepreneurial journey. So even if I didn't meet the man of my dreams at these events, I knew that I was going to have a blast. I was going to learn. I was going to grow. I was going to show up after that event as a better version of myself. So I was living the life that I wanted to live with my future spouse. I was living that life right away and meeting potential partners along the way. So that's how I apply this principle of meeting a large number of eligible men. Now, if you're thinking about dating, or if you are feeling frustrated about your dating journey, ask yourself, how many truly eligible men have I met in the last 6 months? Not going on an app and of course there's 1,000 people there. That doesn't qualify as meeting an eligible man. Just ask yourself, how many conversations have I had with someone who could potentially have been a partner for me in the last 6 months? Was it one, two, five, 10, 100? Most women who are dating do not meet 10 eligible men in a year. And this is why the dating process seems hard. It's because you don't realize that, oh, I need a pipeline of eligible men so that I have a pool of people to choose from. The second part of the process is to create fun and flirty connections with the eligible men that you meet. So you have to have dating skills. You need to have your confidence on point. You know how to keep yourself safe and having fun when you're out dating. Now, if you've been divorced, potentially you are really rusty with your dating skills. The typical woman within her marriage isn't um, out there evaluating or working on her interactions with men in a fun and flirty way, right? Other than your spouse, within your marriage, you were probably more professional or more serious or, more friendly, friend zone kind of interactions with the men that were in your life throughout your marriage. Well, now you've got to flip that around and rekindle your ability to have fun, to create connection, to interact in a way that is flirty and indicates interest to a man. So, creating fun and flirty connections lets a man know that, oh, okay, she's interested, or she's available, or she thinks of me as a potential partner, or she is a potential partner. And that is a skill in itself that you will need in order to meet the man of your dreams. There's no point in being in the same room with the man of your dreams, right? So you're in a room with 100 eligible men, right, that fit your criteria, but then you're a wallflower. You shrink back to the back of the room, or you show up with a cynical attitude that all men are jerks, or all men are creeps, or men just want sex, or whatever. Those attitudes do not make for a fun and flirty connection. And so you have to look at how you're showing up in your dating process, knowing that how you're showing up has a major impact on your success in meeting the man of your dreams. I often tell people when they show me their dating profiles that don't put anything in your dating profile that is a warning or a scolding for the guy you don't want. You don't want to put anything in there that engages the wrong kind of guy, right? So some people will put in their profile no one night stands, or no friends with benefits, or no this or no that, or please make sure you communicate, right? When you speak like that in your profile, you are speaking directly to the type of guy you don't want. That doesn't sound fun and flirty, right? You want to have your dating profile speak directly to the type of guy that you do want, so that when he sees your profile, he recognizes the kind of connection he wants to make in your dating profile. So that's the step number 2, is creating fun and flirty connections with the eligible men that you meet. And then finally, sifting, filtering, evaluating the men that you meet to see which one of them is a fit for you. This sounds like a no brainer, but it is terribly important to see this as a step that you need to take while you are out dating. I often talk to women who will meet a guy, make a connection, and then spend 3 to 4 months trying to decide if he is the one. Their ability to make a decision, their ability to evaluate if a man is a fit for them for a long-term relationship isn't there. So if you meet 5 men, right, and you decide to date one for a while, but you're not sure he's a fit, but you turn off all of your options and you date this one for 4 months, you can only do that 3 times in a year, which means you're dating 3 people in 1 year and expecting to meet the man of your dreams. In the time that you're spending in all of this indecision over this one guy and whether or not he's a fit, 20 or 30 other eligible men could have gone by the tide, either on the dating app or in the community, and found other people, even though you might have been a fit for those guys as well. So you need to meet a large number of eligible men, you need to create fun and flirty connections, and you need to evaluate each man to see if he is a fit for you. And you need to learn the skill of doing that quickly, doing that early, having criteria for evaluating a man at every stage of the relationship, and being able to make those decisions in a very powerful and confident way. Outside of these 3 steps, everything else you're doing is probably just drama. It's probably your brain telling you things like, well, I don't know where to meet any men, or there are no men out there, or all the good men are taken, or nobody will want to be with me. I'm unattractive. I'm not good enough. I'm a loser. The men are losers. I only attract narcissists. I met this guy and he isn't texting me back. I need to figure out how to get him to text me back. All of that is drama. If you take those 3 simple steps and you work them over and over and over again, you will meet the man of your dreams. Staying in the drama, letting your brain take you down a negative spin on the way, pulls you into a low results cycle, which is you go out and date, you start to maybe meet some people, you get stuck on some drama, like maybe one guy, you get into this argument with one guy on a dating app. And so now you're going back and forth with this guy that is not a fit, but now all of your energy has been pulled into that guy. And that starts to drain your energy. You start to feel negative about your dating options. You do this a few times and then you start burning out. Your brain continues to go lower and lower and more negative in its thoughts about dating. You eventually burn out and you say, I'm done, I'm getting off the apps, all the guys are jerks. And then you go and isolate for another 2 to 3 months. And then guess what? You come right back around because you still haven't met the guy of your dreams. You still don't have a powerful dating process. So you come right back to the dating apps or you go right back to the speed dating events and you start that low results cycle all over again. When you learn how to eliminate the drama and learn how to intentionally direct your brain to think thoughts that push your journey forward, you begin a high results cycle. So you are on a dating app, and maybe a couple of guys send you messages that are maybe rude or disrespectful. And then instead of engaging with them and fighting and going down a low results cycle, you just look at it, you make it like neutral, like, oh, okay, this guy sent me this message. This must mean he's not a good fit for me. You delete the message and you keep going with your 3 steps of meeting eligible men, creating connections, and evaluating them. You spend no time at all on any of the things that could take you down a low results cycle. When you eliminate all of that drama, your journey gets shorter and shorter, and you get closer and closer to meeting the man of your dreams. So, a couple of ways to eliminate this kind of drama from your dating process is one, become aware of what you're thinking while you are engaging in the dating process. What are your thoughts? When you go on the apps, what are you thinking? How are you feeling? What is the attitude with which you are showing up? Write those down. Evaluate how that attitude is impacting the results that you're getting, and then change them. Change your thoughts and change the way you're approaching your results, and you will start to see a different set of results. And if you would like my help as a dating coach with your dating journey, you can go ahead and reach out to me to help you with eliminating all the drama, eliminating the low result cycle, and intentionally directing your brain to engage in this process in a powerful and confident way. Thank you, and I will see you next time. Thanks for listening today. If you are ready to get married after divorce, I want to invite you to download my free 8-video training specifically designed to help divorced women date with ease and get married again. Head over to sadecurry.com to get started. That's SADECURRY.com. I'll see you inside.